about a year ago. And it was a goal of mine to have it be on the stage, but I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. And it did. So I just wanted to thank everyone who helped me write it and put it on, and the sets, which would be a very long list, but the short version is my dad did the gates and most of the bookshelf and the bed and the bedboard and the, yeah. Even a lot more, but, and my mom for organizing everything that wasn't the show because I'm not handling it, and our pit, and the actors. I also just wanted to say that the exit's right over there, and the bathrooms are straight down that hallway. And all the proceeds go to Wordplay, which really inspired me and many other young writers to take charge of their story and their words and their poetry. And yes, and so Libby Hunter will now, the founder and director, will now take the stage. Enjoy the show.
What a great audience. This is fantastic. Lily has been one of our Wordplay kids since Wordplay founded back in the fall of 2012. So it's been absolutely amazing to see the growth of this young woman. She's been one of our absolute most dedicated, loyal teen poets in our Scribe Saturday group. We have Desiree Hosley that leads that group, sitting in the back row. Another family member, Reba Hennessy, back there. It's such an exciting thing to see our kids grow up, and I mean our collective kids. Wordplay is truly a family, and we've grown from working with about 25 kids a week in our first year, now to up to 250 and even 300 kids every week. It's been an astounding journey, and we're so, so pleased that Lily has taken her talents to this level. We love to see kids on their own initiative. That's what we aim to do, right? As parents, as stewards, as that collective village that's raising these kids, to see the kids take off and follow their own passions. So we could not be more proud. Thank you all for coming tonight. We're so grateful that this is a benefit for Wordplay as well. Enjoy the show, everybody.
Dear Scientific Journal, Day 23 of observations, I am still unable to touch my nose with my tongue. I feel as though I'm getting a lot closer, but it is hard to measure myself. I will continue observing...
Bill!
David, you scared me!
That's the point. What's your writing, Clara?
Scientific observations. What are you doing here?
I bought you a present. Well, actually, my mom bought it, but I picked it out.
Why? It's not my birthday.
Just open it.
A book.
Yes.
A fairy tale book.
Don't you love it?
You know how I feel about fairy tales.
I know. Too much fun and not enough logic or science or something.
Science is fun.
I love a white-eyed fruit fly as much as the next
The
guy.
history behind fruit fly genetics is actually really cool. It all started when Morgan met with the
You told me the story before.
Okay, but it's such a good story, especially when Morgan...
Please just give fairy tales a chance. Starting with this. It looks like a really good book, and I'd really like to know what you think about it before tonight.
Why?
Just read it.
Okay, but only because you're my best friend. And next time we hang out, we're talking about Ibn al-Haytham.
Who is Ibn?
He pioneered optics.
What are...
Optics are the study of light.
And you're planning...
Going to talk about it as soon as I read this well-illustrated book of nonsense, yes.
Deal. What time is it? I have to be home by 11.
10:40-ish.
Okay, I gotta run, but I'll see you later.
Okay.
I'm going to come back and I expect a full report.
Okay. Dear Scientific Journal, David has offered me a book of fairy tales. I have taken it and plan to read it as a sign of friendship, but I hope this does not skew my view to one less logical. I want to continue making accurate observations. It appears to be a fairly average book, with illustrations on most pages, and average size text. I will now review the material it contains. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. Once upon a time. Once upon a time, what does that even mean? Can you be twice beneath the time or 3 times in between? Sure, I'm still on the fence, but these words just don't make sense. It's the most absurd thing I've ever seen. Damsel in distress, how cliche is that? Has 1,000 years of progress made no impact? Are we so scared of change that a new plot line seems strange, even if the current one's not all that? Hair doesn't even grow that long, and frogs don't even talk. If she was asleep for all that long, then how come she can walk? Word by word by word, page by page by page, this made-up nonsense never seems to end. I know just what I'll do to make the situation improve. I know I'll write a story of my own, and no one can tell me what to do, 'cause it's my story, it's not for you, and no one can tell me what to say, 'cause it's my story, we'll do it my way. Once upon or twice beneath or thrice beneath the time. Let's go.
Hey, Clara, did you finish the fairy tale book I gave you?
Hi, David. I'm not quite finished with the book you gave me, but I started something better instead.
You didn't finish the book?
No,
Oh. Well, what did you start then?
my own fairy tale.
Cool, can you read it to me?
One time a while ago.
That's not how you start a fairy tale.
It's how I start my fairy tale.
Then it's not a fairy tale.
One time a while ago, there was a girl named Lexa. Lexa had gone on a journey to slay a dragon that had been tormenting a nearby village. After a long time of traveling, she came across this vicious creature. She began to fight it, but she had found an equal match in this beast. It had her pressed against a cave wall, and she could feel its breath on her face, when suddenly...
Her best friend Eli came in, wielding his magic staff, and with the power of 1,000 men...
No!
What's wrong?
You're ruining it!
How am I ruining it?
You're adding too much magic!
There's already a dragon!
I need to add some classic fairy tale tropes, but I'm keeping it to a minimum.
It's not the end of the world to use your imagination.
But I can't just ignore reality and replace it with magical nonsense.
Every once in a while, I think it's okay to escape reality a little bit.
Okay, I'd rather stay on Earth than live in whatever weird magical world you live in.
If you understood the real magic of a fairy tale.
Real magic is an oxymoron, a contradiction.
The real magic of a fairy tale is not the parts you call untrue. The real magic of a fairy tale is the lessons it teaches you. So close your eyes, breathe in deep. Dreams are not limited to sleep. In a land far, far away, magic blossom today. You might just disagree, say it's not real. reality, but if you just follow me, you'll understand it. You might think that it's odd, think that we are playing God, but beneath that sound facade, you'll want something magical. Clara, just let me help you write your story, please.
No, you'll just ruin it with your magic.
But aren't I your best friend?
Yeah.
So don't you trust me?
Yes.
So can I help you write it?
Fine, but we have to work together, and I get the final say in everything.
Okay. Here, I'll be right back.
Did you have that with you?
Yep.
How did I not notice a ukulele in my house?
For all your scientific observations, you're not very observant.
Take that back!
I speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Can we just get started with the story?
If you insist. Once upon a time, a while ago, I'll spare you the details. There were two friends, as close as friends could be, doing the things that friendship entails.
Hey, are you talking about our friendship?
Stories reflect reality, Clara. Eventually, they started a business, fighting evil and saving things. When people got in trouble, Lexa and Eli were the ones they'd ring. Until one day, they came across a problem despite their reputation. And this problem caused much consternation.
What does consternation mean?
To be dismayed or shocked.
How do you know that word?
Reading fairy tales. This problem was massive, one to end all ends. For the problem they came across was a
mathematical
dragon.
equation! What? A mathematical equation is difficult and it's something most people can't solve. It can have like logarithms and trigonometry.
It doesn't matter how many big words you use, a dragon is still harder.
I beg to differ.
Differ all you want, it just won't work.
Fine. What do you think we should do?
A mathematical equation isn't nearly dramatic enough.
How about a corrupt ruler? Like a mean old queen. There are plenty of fairy tales and it can happen in real life.
Can she have a magic mirror?
How about a mathematical mirror?
How about a magical mirror? Not only a calculator, but magic.
Since we have technology for that in today's time, I guess.
Fine. Magical mirror it is. So what should this evil witch's...
Queen's.
Oh, what should the evil queen's name be?
Jade.
No. How about Kaliana of the Valley Fauna?
Well,
It better rhyme, it has to.
okay, but I've never heard the name Kaliana before.
And I've never heard of a fairy tale that doesn't use magic before.
Fine, Kaliana of the Valley Fauna it is.
Kaliana of the Valley Fauna, evil queen of the land. She had monsters by the dozen at her any command. She ruled with an iron grip from her evil lair. She hated Lexa and Eli more than she could bear.
Why does Kaliana hate Lexa and Eli so much?
She's jealous.
Of what? She's a beautiful queen with an iron grip on her nation. Lex and Eli are just 2 kids. They're not even a threat to her reign.
Kathiana is lonely. Lex and Eli have the strongest friendship in the kingdom.
They do?
Of course they do. Nothing could tear them apart. Not evil queens or distance or anything.
That's great. For Lex and Eli, of course.
And the entire kingdom.
What?
The strength of their friendship helps protect the kingdom from all kinds of evils.
Doesn't make sense. But I'll allow it.
Good. I mean, it was going to happen either way.
I get the final say. That was one of my conditions. It's my story anyway.
No, it's not. The story's now in the universe. It's the universe's story now.
No, not really. It's still my story.
The story has laid claim to all, the universe has laid claim to all stories, and you can't mess with the universe.
Yes, I can.
You can't war with the universe.
Yes, I can. I have my wits.
The universe is bigger. It would win in a fight every time.
You know what? Fine. I will war with the universe! What are you doing?
The universe is going to strike back pretty hard. That's what happens when you tempt fate.
Fate doesn't exist.
First you don't believe in magic. Now you don't believe in fate. What else don't you believe in? Chairs.
There was strong evidence supporting the existence of chairs.
I can't believe you right now.
I exist. I've tested that hypothesis.
Don't answer that. Let's continue with the story.
Took you long enough.
They were bonding. Let them bond.
They can bond after we're written into existence.
Or they can bond while we're written into existence.
Multitasking affects performance negatively, you know.
Says who?
Several scientific studies.
Okay then.
This time, can I sing? It is my story after all.
I'll stop you if it's bad.
It's not gonna get bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the ukulele.
I didn't know you could play.
I mean, it's just like strings and fingers and stuff. I can play.
I can tell.
Wait a minute. I got this. I got this. These 2 good friends did their best to find a solution to their problem, to give them peace of mind. No matter how they looked, the queen seemed to have no weakness. Lexa and her good friend Eli found the situation surrounded by bleakness.
Bleakness.
It's harder than it looks.
I'll give you that. What happens next?
I guess Lexa and Eli decide to make a plan to overthrow the queen and replace her with a better man.
How are they going to do that?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far. French Revolution style?
How about they convince her to be nice?
No, that can't happen.
What do you mean? People can change.
Not that much.
Yes, they can.
No.
Yes.
Fine, you win, but that's not how the story's gonna go. It's not dramatic enough.
Fine. Well, they're not going to kill her.
What do you propose?
Imprisonment. It's a satisfying and peaceful end to the story.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, it's a smart solution. It's realistic. It's a good idea.
I'm glad it has your approval.
Me too.
Hey, that's a pretty good plan.
What if she escapes?
We'll have to deal with her then. We're the heroes. We have to be merciful. It's noble. It's our responsibility.
No, it's stupid.
Call it whatever you want. It's the right thing to do.
How about this? And so the 2 best friends went out on a quest to take the queen on in a fight and show her who's best. But to do this, the 2 had to get past the defense. Clever tricks that the queen had put out, the queen spared no expense.
What are her defenses?
A dragon.
Okay, there can't just be a dragon. There needs to be something more. Like a magical barrier.
Did you just say magic?
I'm thinking like an electric fence, but more worthy of a fairy tale.
I can work with that.
So we've got a dragon and a magic barrier.
And what about a maze to make it more interesting?
That sounds amazing. And it'll test a mental strength.
Exactly. What else?
Well, guards, of course.
How many guards do you think there'll be?
0? Sounds good, right?
She's gonna have more than that.
Hey, I can hope, can't I?
We should prepare for at least 100?
Well, how are we going to prepare? I say we just barge in, I cast a sleep spell on whoever we come across, and you can take care of the rest.
I say we raise an army.
An army to go against the queen? That's unrealistic. But everyone's too scared. We'd be lucky to find even one person to join us.
But
So they're just gonna walk in and do their best with no preparation at all.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
never mind.
Should we at least give them an ally or two?
No, we need the drama.
That's fair.
It's just you and me against the world.
I mean, you're great and all, but I'd really like some help.
So here's the plan. There will be guards standing out the only entrance to the magical barrier.
I can take them out with a sleep spell.
And once inside, they will come across a dragon. Lexa will take down the dragon with her awesome moves.
Finally, a chance to show off.
Then they will have to go through a maze to reach the queen's lair.
Once we reach the lair, we'll have to take down the evil queen. We're not exactly entirely sure how we'll do that yet. We'll have to see how it goes, what our internal defenses are and all that.
Sounds good to me.
So they'll start with entering the maze, and to do that, they'll have to get past the guards.
Who are much larger than our favorite duo. They could crush them between their finger and their thumb.
Which they will not do because Lexa and Eli will outsmart them.
Of course.
Of course.
What are their names?
Greg and...
Meg!
Perfect! Greg and Meg it is.
At the entrance to the magical barrier, Lexa and Eli stood, feeling dwarfed by the mighty gates and the mighty guards on either side. Stop! Who goes there?
Intruders!
We're not intruders. We're just,
We're tourists.
Yeah, tourists.
Who are you?
Well,
We're sorry we caught you off guard. I'm Meg the guard.
I'm Greg the guard. Together we're the evil guards for your
Fooling pleasure.
We face challenges head on. I'm the brains.
And I'm the brawn.
Together we'll rely upon to protect her. And by her we mean the evil queen. She's the biggest, baddest person to be seen.
She can crush whole cities underneath her boot. Trying to defeat her is a futile pursuit.
But you don't have to worry about that, 'cause you're just tourists here to chit-chat.
Be glad you don't have to deal with her later, our beloved dictator.
We
Know you've traveled long and far to see Meg the guard.
see Greg the guard.
Our job is long and our job is hard, but at least my bestie is my fellow guard.
We were actually wondering if you could get a picture with us with the gate.
Yeah, Meg, you take a picture of us.
Me? Why me?
I'm much better looking than you. I'm much more photogenic.
Oh, please, we all know I'm the attractive one.
Actually, can I get a photo with both of you guys? Eli, could you please take the photo?
Oh, of course.
Wait, how are you gonna take a picture with a stick?
Sleep spell. We did it!
Yeah!
Having succeeded with their first
Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
There is a 0.001 probability with a standard deviation of 2.5.
Oh, wait! It doesn't matter. I'm the queen. Now, how did I manage to become queen?
That is a statistical phenomenon.
With an easy walk on the road to success. The road to success isn't very tough. Little to overcome, no fisticuffs. The only thing to defeat is your sense of right and wrong. And if you think you can't do that, then listen to this song. If you're taking the world by storm, treat everyone like worms. Threaten them with who knows what they can't refuse, no ifs or buts. If you're taking the world by force, you must show no remorse. If you think someone might betray, imprison them with no delay. You might disagree, you might say it's obscene, but if your worldview stays like that, you'll never be a queen. So if you like authority, think power would be nice. If you like to be in charge, then just take my advice. If friendship makes you mad, or you want to ban plaid, no matter how strange your request, they must obey, 'cause you're the best no matter what you say. Things always go your way, resistance you repress, the world must acquiesce, and that's the road to success. And that's the road to success.
Queen Kaliana, Lexa and Eli have broken into the castle.
Have they gone past the dragon?
No, Your Majesty.
I'm not too worried about them.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It still might be smart to have a backup plan, though. I didn't get here with plain luck. Do you know how I got here?
The road to success.
That's right. And the road to success doesn't have taking chances as an option. Commence Operation Leaf Gecko.
Yes, Your Majesty.
We'll see what they think of me after this.
Meanwhile, Lexa and Eli were facing the mighty dragon.
Alexa, stage light. Move your sword 2 inches to the left. No, your other left. The light's blinding the dragon. We did it!
We make a great team!
It took you this long to realize that?
It in fact did not take Lexa this long to realize it. She knew from the moment the two had met. However, it was the first time that Lexa had allowed herself to be overwhelmed with emotions to the point that she shouted this back to the world, even though they were on a dangerous mission. How did you learn about the reflection of light?
I learned it from the best scientist I know.
On to the maze?
We can't turn back now, can we?
Turning back was never an option.
The two friends turned toward the entrance of the maze, scared yet excited to see the future that lay ahead of them.
Ready?
Bring it on.
The two entered the maze together, eager to defeat any defense that Kaliana had in store for them.
Hey, this isn't too bad, is it?
Blackout! I can't see!
Seriously?
I still can't see!
What is this?
It's my scientific journal.
Oh, cool. What's in it?
You know, the usual birds, plants, chemical reactions.
Oh, God, you must have scienced a lot of things.
Science.
You know what I mean.
I do my best to observe everything in a scientific manner.
How about ladybugs?
Yep,
Squirrels?
Yep.
Birds?
Yep.
Plants?
Yep.
People?
Yep.
Strangers?
Yep.
Friends?
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
What?
What?
You're scientifically observed?
I did.
I'm glad to know that's what you think of me, a scientific observation.
Okay, I didn't mean it like that. It's...
No, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's just finish this fairy tale.
Okay.
Oh, look, the end of the maze.
We made it.
Meg, don't forget to make sure the princess is secure.
Princess.
Princess?
It's not a fairy tale without a damsel in distress.
There is no damsel in distress in this fairy tale.
Well, now there is.
I'm not here to save some damsel in distress. I'm here to defeat the powerful ruler who's been ruling over us with no mercy.
We have to save the princess. This is non-negotiable.
We can't have a princess. This is non-negotiable.
If you want to save the princess, it will be a solo mission.
So it will be.
So what if I'm alone? So what if my best friend is gone? So what if he's also alone? I'm trying to move on. So what if I'm so low? So what if it is only me? So what? I don't have any help to overthrow the monarchy. I'm doing my best. They put me to the test, and I might fail. I'll try to succeed, that's what the people need, but this is no fairy tale.
So what, she doesn't care about her friend of all these years. So what, this is a mixture of all of my very worst fears. So what if all I've ever known fell apart?
So what if I am lost, afraid, confused?
So what, I shouldn't care.
So what, there's no one there?
So what if I'm entirely alone?
I've got a quest to complete.
I've got a princess to save.
I've got a monarch to beat.
I've got to be brave.
Where were we?
When I was younger, I wanted to be an astronaut. See the world from way up high and feel the stars so burning hot. When in your life did you realize you've been misled? How'd you end up involved with this business that you used to dread? When I grew older, I wanted to become Batman. Eat lobster for every meal and save the world with my bare hands. When in your life did you realize you've been misled? How'd you end up involved with this business that you used to dread? All of my life I did my best to be good, but I got into situations I never understood. So here I am, about to declare, I'm gonna be good, Meg. I'm gonna care. So Meg, be the hero of your story, be the leader, not the led. There's no turning back, the only way's ahead. Meg.
Meg, you have a job? Do it!
I'm kind of in the middle of something, Your Majesty.
Are again?
Yes, Your Majesty.
You can do that on your own time. Right now you're on my time, and right now you're supposed to be doing a job.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Never find a henchman on Meg's list.
Princess! Where are you, princess? I wish you were Rapunzel. A large tower is a lot easier to find than a normal-sized princess. At least I think she's normal-sized. No matter, I shan't give up. I shall find you yet, princess.
Which way was it? Left? Or maybe right? I don't know. I'm bad with directions. But I do have perseverance. If all else fails, I can do that. I'm going to persevere. You may ask what I'm going to do. You may ask if I have thought this through. You may ask if I have a plan. You may ask how I'm gonna stick it to the man. You may ask half a dozen things, but if you keep on asking questions, you weren't listening. 'Cause I don't have a clue. Don't ask me what I'm going to do.
Those two kids never stood a chance. But if you want to fight the fight, you have to dance the dance. And I'll admit they're stronger than I thought. But I know that they're going to be hot. 'Cause they can't be rescued. And that is what I'm going to do.
All of my life, I have had a dream. Save a princess from her prison, stop an evil scheme. So now I have the chance to prove myself as brave. And now I've got to go, I have a princess to save. And that is what I'm going to do.
That is what we're going to do. Queen Kaliana, prepare to lose.
What?
I said, Queen Kaliana, prepare to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because I plan on winning.
Really? All by yourself?
Yes.
Without your friend?
Eli and I are no longer working together.
I'm glad I can help with the happy reunion then.
What?
Meg, bring in the other one.
The Glassmer or the...
The kid! Bring in the other kid!
Hey, Lexa. So, turns out there's no princess. It was a trap.
Eli! Not so fast!
Yeah, Lexa, it's not the best time. I'm a bit tied up right now.
Why are you doing this?
Probably because you plan on destroying me and everything I've worked to achieve, then imprisoning me for life.
No, I mean like, why are you evil?
What kind of question is that?
A good one. Answer the question, Queen.
You are in no situation to be making orders around here.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
But I mean like, why are you evil? I would really like to know.
I hate friendship.
Why?
I used to have a friend. We were inseparable. We did everything together. From eating lunch to studying for school. Some nights we would stay up talking about life. Those nights were some of the funnest times of my life.
Sounds like you two were close. What happened?
Well, after years of this, we had traditions. For example, every Wednesday we'd have dinner together. We never broke this tradition. Ever. One day, my friend didn't show up. Didn't give me a reason. Didn't even mention it. Even when I asked to apologize. I, of course, was heartbroken. Eventually, my supposed bestie started hanging out with other friends, while I grew more and more lonely.
So why didn't you just make more friends?
Making friends is hard. Sometimes I would try to be friends with one, but they just ignored me. Friendship isn't worth the humiliation.
So that's why you're evil.
People can be mean to you if you have the power to imprison them for life.
It's never too late to change your mind.
After this long, I can't go back to normal life. Life as a queen is a good life. Plenty of food and servants to take care of everything. Meg, imprison Lex as well. They can bond together in the dungeon.
Wait, that's the reason you're evil? Because some kid was mean to you one time?
Why does that matter? I'm still your queen. Imprison her.
Did you even try to talk it out with your old best friend? No, don't answer that. I already know the answer.
I'm your queen. You must obey me.
You know what? No, I quit. What? You heard me. I quit. Here's my resignation letter. I've been carrying it around my pocket, trying to build up the nerve to say this for a while now.
You can't just quit for being an evil queen's henchman.
What am I doing right now?
Some kind of stupid stunt, obviously.
One. Think she'll find us here?
Eventually. I think we have enough time to get situated, though.
Well, how much time? I don't want to risk being recaptured.
Me neither, but we need this time to get our wits about us and form a plan before just barging in.
And then Eli decides to move the plan along.
Oh, let's move along.
Just 1 second before we move along. There you go.
Thanks for helping me out back there.
I really did anything. Meg was the real hero.
No, but if it weren't for you, I would still be trapped in that weird fish-smelling dungeon.
It smelled like fish.
Yeah, it was pretty uncomfortable.
That was some nice writing there, David.
Thank you. You weren't too shabby yourself.
I was better than shabby. I was great. But you were better. You're an amazing writer.
Thank you. I do my best.
So, why don't we write another story tomorrow? Oh wait, they have to defeat the queen.
Clara, listen. Are you going to say sorry about that? The scientific observation thing? It's just...
I'm sorry I made scientific observations about you. It was kind of a weird thing to do.
Thank you. And I'm sorry that I reacted the way I did. I shouldn't have not listened to you and gone into my own fantasy.
Okay. Can you forgive me?
Yes, I forgive you. But please, don't write scientific observations about me in the future.
Alright.
Clara, listen. You're an egotistical megalomaniac who thinks they're number one. But despite all of this, I think you're kind of fun. So even though the sky may fall, blah blah blah, she'll kill us all, I think we should still be friends. Yeah, we should still be friends.
You're a hopeless romantic with whimsical antics and no grip on reality. But when I need you most, you're always there for me. So no matter what happens next, I'm glad that you're here next to me. And I think we should still be friends. Yeah, we should still be friends. Real magic of a fairy tale is the friendship of me and you.
And when we work together, there's nothing we can't do.
So no matter what comes to be, I'm glad that you're here next to me.
And no matter what happens next, I know we'll survive the effects. Our conflicts can't stay in the past. Our friendship is going to last, and I think we should still be friends.
Awesome! The gang's back together.
Thank God, their writing was terrible when they were apart.
It wasn't terrible.
It was a whole lot worse, though.
I'll admit they're better when they work together, but they're not awful when they're apart. They both have talents, they're just better together.
So what happens now?
After their paths rejoined, Lex and Eli decided to take down the queen once and for all and to not let her evil tricks stand in their way.
For they were the dynamic duo. Peanut butter and jelly. Tom and cheese. Cookies and milk.
Okay, I think we get the point.
Let's get bowling.
Do you need a plan?
Well, together we will defeat her. Together we will win.
We might have doubts we can do it.
We won't know till we begin.
You might not like what we stand for.
You might disagree with our views, but we will take down this evil queen, and that is what we're going to do.
We're marching to our fate now.
We plan on winning this fight. We fight for good against evil, and what she's doing's not right. Great friends are marching to battle. Justice is long overdue. We will take down this evil queen, and that is what we're going to do.
What if Eli's missing something?
Almost. I'm just missing one thing.
Where's your magical staff?
I dropped it around here somewhere earlier. It was pretty chaotic. I doubt anyone remembered to pick it up. It was a magical stick with no one to use it.
Why did you drop it? It's your most powerful weapon.
It was pretty chaotic. I dropped it in all the commotion. Besides, they would have confiscated it anyway.
How are they going to take down Kaliana then?
I don't know. Rap battle?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Found it!
Let's go. And so the two newly reunited friends marched to their fate, wielding not only their weapons, but their newfound courage and determination.
Do you have your weapons?
Yes, and also my courage and determination.
Do we have a plan?
Barge in with the power of friendship.
The power of friendship only gets you so far.
But it'll be enough. Besides, now I have my magical staff.
Much better plan. A definite advantage, sure, but still not really a plan. How about we go in, you distract her, I'll get her from behind, and then we can just...
Here we are.
We're not done making the plan.
We're as prepared as we're ever gonna be.
The two took a deep breath, and knowing that whatever happened, they'd still have the power of friendship, entered Kaliana's throne room for the second time.
Prepare to meet your fate, you soon-to-be former evil queen.
Hello, you two. I thought you'd come back. Greg,
Yes, ma'am.
take these two to the dungeon. And this time, don't mess up. This is an evil lair, not a playground.
Yes, ma'am.
Freeze flame!
Well,
It's nice to have magic at your fingertips. You should try it sometime.
You're a clever one, aren't you? At least I still have Meg.
No, you don't. She quit.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. It's just two pathetic kids against this kingdom's most powerful ruler.
Wow, I didn't know they had such low standards for powerful rulers.
Freeze flame!
Can't use the same trick twice. Ha! You call that a plan?
Sleep spell! I call that a plan.
You realize we did not plan plan this at all.
I call that a plan.
Speaking of plans, what are we gonna do now?
What do you mean? We already defeated the evil queen.
Not yet, she's just asleep.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you propose we do with her?
Well, imprison her, I guess.
If we imprison her, we'll have a power vacuum. And we can't have a power vacuum. Historically, that has never ended well.
Name one example of when that has not ended well.
The Paris Commune? Any ideas?
No, we could put Meg in charge.
Meg? I doubt she has any experience ruling.
Hey, no, that might be true, but she has a good heart. And isn't that what really matters?
Fine, I'll take your word. But if we have to storm the palace one more time, I'm choosing the next ruler.
Deal.
And Meg ruled over the kingdom with all the benevolence and prudence that one would expect a reformed evil henchman to have. And Greg became the leader of the guards. Lex and Eli went home to celebrations of the evil Queen Kaliana's downfall, where they were asked to retell the story of their adventures time after time. Lex and Eli continued to go on less dangerous adventures well into the future, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Oh.
So that's all Lex and Eli, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna miss them.
Me too. Do you want to write another story tomorrow? I mean, I can bring snacks so we're prepared, and then you said it yourself, they go on more dangerous adventures. It's a perfect setup for a sequel.
I'd love to, but...
What?
Read the note I put in the fairy tale book I gave you.
Dear Clara, you are the best friend I've ever had and probably ever will have. I really do hope we keep in touch. Life is a roller coaster, and so far you've been the peak of it. But after every peak, there is a drop. I hope you'll remember all of our happy memories. Love, David. What?
I'm moving tomorrow. I have to go home and pack. I meant for this book to be a way to remember me, but I'm glad it inspired you to create something new. Don't worry, I'll spread the joys of scientific thinking to all the people I moved to. But I have to move with my family. I can't just stay behind.
David, why didn't you tell me this?
Don't worry, we can keep on writing stories from afar and long distance.
I'd rather write stories short distance.
It's gonna be long distance or nothing.
It's not preferable. But I guess it's the best option. Will you write me letters?
Only if you return my letters.
I can tell you about every scientific experiment. I'll start with amino acids and bicarbonate.
And I'll miss you saying Latin-based words I don't understand.
I'll miss you talking about random magical nonsense that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Memories will still have memories. Our friendship doesn't have to die.
I don't want memories, I want reality.
Reality's just memories in time.
Nothing lasts, we can't live in the past. We must move on as time goes by.
In my mind, pop in from time to time. Friends like you aren't easy to come by.
The road to success isn't what I thought. You measure it with happiness, the love you've got.
You might not have to travel far.
We have friendship where we are.
Two best friends trying to guard what matters.
Once upon a time, I now know what that means. Nothing with position, it's what you have seen. The world might appear strange, but history won't change. It's the cornerstone on which your future leans.
Real magic of a fairy tale is the lessons it teaches you. And after